lady, she's back in the news, guys. She's still an unsufferable pink-haired woman.
So you still a little snotty nose hood rat.
And her sauce is still disgusting and riddled with disease and pestilence. The situation has gotten far more complex than we could have ever imagined a situation as dumb, quite frankly, as this to get. How is it possible that the pink sauce is still in the news? And how is it possible that I can be the greatest, most reliable news source in the entire world? The pink sauce lady is currently in the middle of a petty squabble with her business partner, Dave Gourmet, or Dave's Gourmet. I like calling it Dave Gourmet like he's a guy, like he's got a name or something. His name is Dave Gourmet. This all looks like it's heading into the direction of litigation in the near future, and that's not good at all. It's very bad, especially for us, the hungry little fans who want to eat pink sauce. Just kidding. Nobody likes pink sauce. It's nasty. Dave's Gourmet came to the rescue of Pink Sauce and Veronica Shaw, aka Chef P, or like I said 15 times, the Pink Sauce Lady. It seems like, though, in this situation, the court of public opinion will be the final determining factor in what happens to Veronica Shaw and her pinky sauce. Before we can feast on the delicious stupidity, followed by a succulent cocktail of pink goop, we've got to explain what happened. All right, guys, we got to explain how the fuck we got here. How did we get here? Help! 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 Why exactly is pink sauce failing? Who is Dave? You want to say that to my face? What is Mrs. Shaw accusing DG of, and how exactly are they responding? What is going on? Why the f do we care? I still have yet to figure that part out. Back in June of last year, 2022, pink sauce went pretty dang viral, okay? You probably saw it in many different places, around all sorts of forms of social media. If you're on Facebook a lot, you definitely saw it. If you're on TikTok a lot, you probably saw it. The shit looked like Pepto-Bismol, and it was used as a dip or sauce for anything you could possibly imagine. It was marketed as a kind of be-all, end-all, or end-all, be-all, A1 type sauce, or something like that. The pink sauce went on sale due to popular demand, and then people started ordering it. And because this woman is just a TikToker, and I don't really know what her background is, or if she has like a good team or anything like that, there was not a lot of quality control to this product. It was kind of bad. People received a lot of different levels of, varying levels of quality for the products that were coming in from the mail.
Y'all, they got this pink sauce at the Wally World, and I am super duper confused because am I colorblind? This ain't pink.
The pink sauce was inconsistent, to say the least. Some people's orders were canceled. My orders were canceled. I bought $125 of pink sauce, never fucking showed up. It made some people sick, allegedly, and gave some people Saddam's revenge, allegedly. The packaging had failures. There was exploded bottles.
It's gone,
etc. There was tons of inconsistencies all over the place. Chef PP also said in a TikTok comment that there was no soy in the product, but on the actual packaging itself, it does say it may contain soy and eggs. And that's fair, right? That's fair. From a manufacturing perspective, that's proper. You shouldn't say something has no soy in it. You can say, we don't put soy in it, but there is absolutely a chance that there is soy in this because of lubricants or whatever else is being used to manufacture the product. One of the ingredients is manufactured in a facility that also manufactures soy. There's a lot of red tape to get through before you can say, no allergens! There was even glitter in some bottles.
On the back and like what's actually like really in it. Some of the other ones I've seen didn't have that.
How the fuck is that even possible? There was a plethora of failures right off the busy. That means bat for cool people. And for a product that relies on virality for its success and marketing, when it fails, that will go equally as viral. The virality will be the influx, and the virality will be the downfall. Frankie, stop licking my belly button. Pink Sauce made a statement saying that they were doing their absolute best to meet FDA guidelines or exceed them. Thank you for your loyalty and patience as we bring a bake of pink sauce to your life. Please rest assured that the Pink Sauce team is ensuring pink sauce is safe and it's hard to do that. It's hard to do that. You can't just make a product really quickly and then turn around and sell it within a month. It doesn't work like that. For Sour Boys, my company, where we sell sour candy, it took us a year and a half of red tape to even get to the point where we were comfortable in making candy. And we're still improving the process on a daily basis, literally a daily basis. This is where Dave's Gourmet comes into play. Around the peak of the negativity, Chef PP met Dave. Dave and Chef PP tried to breathe new life into a seemingly failed product.
We saw the pink sauce go viral on TikTok along with everyone else. But with our 30+ years of making sauces, we offered our expertise instead of criticism.
Dave's Gourmet is a sauce company with 30 years of experience and facilities, and they just, it's a co-manufacturer. It's pretty common for any sort of business like this to have their product manufactured by a co-manufacturer. In fact, that is just the norm. That's just what happens. Nobody manufactures their own shit, except for Sour Bowl. They made a video announcing the partnership between Dave and Chef PP and Pink Sauce, etc.
Dave's Gourmet entered a partnership to help bring Chef P's vision safely to the consumer market.
They addressed some of the concerns around Chef P's selling of the sauce.
Made in an FDA and SQF certified facility, you can now purchase a vegan and gluten-free pink sauce.
And what they'd be doing to avoid any of those issues. Kind of seems like a dig at Chef PP, to be honest. I mean, this is just... She was f***ing terrible at selling this. It really is just such a backhanded arrangement. It seems just so strange. Like, this dumb bitch couldn't fucking do it right. Watch us do it right. I'm Dave, by the way. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Dave. That's right. This dumb... She's not Dave. She's a dumb, stupid, pink-haired...
Thank you to all of the people who sent me kind words.
And her nasty-ass, disgusting pink sauce that's had you running around, literally holding your asshole closed with your thumb.
Thank you.
So how did that turn out for them? Not really that well. Their original video only got 15,000 views. They're not that good at the viral marketing aspects of this. And neither is Pink Sauce Lady. Her most viral marketing was the failure of her product. But some fucking how, this shit went into Walmart.
When I met you in the summer.
You'd think having it in one of the biggest box office stores in the world would allow it to just magically achieve success, but no. It became discounted relatively quickly because the product wasn't moving, and it even went to clearance in some cases.
And if you're wondering how much, it is 50 cents. Oh my gosh.
That's not good for a product that's in Walmart. How are you doing, buddy? You feeling all right? Even in Dave's pink sauce, there were some pretty crazy color inconsistencies that were disgusting. I mean, look at this. This whole thing didn't seem to be going quite as well as they had hoped, Dave and Veronica. Although, if you were to believe one of Veronica's TikToks, approximately 200,000 units of pink sauce sold. That's a lot of units. All this being said, the product not selling that well, it's all kind of doing shitty for the poor pink sauce lady. She went on a talk show, and there was a bit of a fiasco. A show called The Caramo Show.
Everyone, welcome Chef P to the show.
And the Pink Sauce Lady went on the Caramo Show to deflect criticism.
Yes. But when it comes to the pink sauce, do you think you rushed the business a little bit? Because it sounded like you was like, oh, I want to do this. I like fruit. Okay, cute. I didn't really hear a lot of planning there.
They even brought on this girl who made a video just shitting on pink sauce, and they basically just defended the Pink Sauce Lady and made the woman who critiqued it look like the bad guy.
When did you start receiving the backlash, and what was that backlash saying?
Okay, so there was a young lady on social media. She took it as the moment to say, hey, this is my moment to become viral.
The whole thing starts with the Pink Sauce Lady defending herself vehemently.
Even with that, why are you so passionate about the pink sauce?
Because it's me, it's my legacy. I'm literally the foundation for my children, for everyone around me, for growth.
And this woman, the patron saint of the pink sauce, has been doxxed and harassed, and in spite of all that, she's still so passionate, guys. It's her legacy! Then the topic shifts to a specific case of a woman I mentioned a little bit earlier. Her name is Allured Beauty.
I bought it in the first place to review it. If you look at the order receipt, I ordered it July 1st. That was before any of the reviews came out, so I bought it because I wanted to give y'all 100% honest review.
She shit on the product. And they show some of the TikToks of her critiquing it and being worried about the product.
The aftertaste, I'm not messing with. It's like watered down ranch.
So this lady's on the show and just comes in there to start to take the blame instead of Chef P, because the Caramo Show, they really like this pink-haired lady. It's bizarre, man. It's bizarre. And apparently they separated the couches because Chef P felt uncomfortable sitting next to her.
Before we go any further, I do have to ask this, Allie, because my producers did tell me that the reason that we had to separate the couches is because you didn't feel comfortable in sitting next to Chef P.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I feel like I haven't met her yet, and just kind of the last line of her saying that I harassed her just didn't make me made me uncomfortable because I never set out to harass anybody.
Chef P after this said that Allured Beauty sent her fucking sauce to a lab after she had already put her finger in it, which is so hilarious. I love that.
I think it's delusional to send a sample to a laboratory after you stuck your finger in it.
I don't know why that's delusional. Someone's just kind of like critiquing your product. I mean, everyone is entitled to their own opinion and can do whatever they want online. It doesn't change the reality of a situation, to be honest. It wouldn't be weird if she sent Whataburger extra fancy ketchup, but it's only weird because it's the pink sauce and because it's her legacy and she has 2 young men to raise. Even the crowd goes, yeah. They're like backing her up.
Okay, so let's talk about this because we don't have these details and I need to.
Your brand is promising FDA safety, but the bottle smells like rot. How about take some fucking responsibility? How about that? How about take some responsibility for your stupid actions? The critic Allured Beauty, aka Ali Bren, states that there was a lot of red flags with the bottle and there's not a batch number in the case. A product is called back.
So when I was doing the review, there was just so many red flags that I saw in it, like the label. You know, when you make a USDA label, you have to put in batch numbers because if something were to be recalled, you have to be able to trace it down to the salt and pepper that is in something.
That's like one of the very beginning things you do when you're working with the FDA. You have to have paperwork and every single batch of product is assigned a number and then that number is assigned to a specific bag number. It's like if you're trying to abide by FDA guidelines, those are the easiest guidelines to abide by. All the other ones are way harder. You just have to write stuff down. Chef Pie then cuts her off and acts like a massive bitch and once again refuses to take responsibility for anything.
So if something...
Wait, not to cut you off, but to cut you off. So you didn't see the video because you follow me, right?
Well, I want to hear Allie. I'm
Yeah,
gonna give
absolutely.
You, a
You
chance
had your time to talk, so just let me have mine.
The defendant, I guess, I don't really know. I'm trying to use like court terms. The plaintiff or the defendant, I think the defendant, I don't really know, dude. The white girl, she says that if Pie really cared about the business and product, she had her address. She should have just contacted her about the critique video.
You saw my TikTok. I follow you. You have my address, my phone number, my email. If once I posted my original video, if you wanted to make things right as a business owner, when you create a product, that's your pride and joy. You send it off to someone, they don't like it. You're like, oh my gosh, like that's my pride and joy.
Chef Pie cuts her off again and says she never contacted her. And then Allie says, yes, you should have contacted me. But then she says, why would I contact someone who's fabricating stories on the internet? This is a terrible take. What the fuck are you talking about?
And I'm not a hateful person. I could have been like, wow, Chef P contacted me.
So you're saying that you contacted me?
No, I'm saying you didn't contact me.
Okay, but why would I contact someone who is fabricating something?
But nothing is fabricated.
To be honest, randomly, when you're fabricating something, you're not special, okay?
You begin to see things in the depths. There will one day be the dawning recognition.
As a business owner, you're supposed to talk to people. That's like the whole point. Even if it's a story is fabricated, the customer's always right. Haven't you seen SpongeBob? Then the most delusional and epic moment of the entire interview, or whatever you may call it, happens. Chef Pie says Allie is not special, and then the crowd claps.
Nothing was fabricated.
To be honest, you're not special. You're not special. Okay? So why should I lose my mind?
So basically they invited Chef Pie on this show, the Karambit show, whatever the fuck it's called, to defend Chef Pie and make fun of this woman and harass her. Allie even says that she could have just taken down the video and done the lab test without the results being shown, which she did.
I could have, taken down the video and done my testing and kept it to myself, which I did.
But Chef Pie says, no, you could have reached out to me and told me to look at this.
No, you could have reached out to me like, hey girl, you know what? I see what you're doing, it's amazing and all. I'm a supporter, but I think you should look into this. Take this step.
This is crazy, dude. First, she's not special. Then you're treating her like she's some kind of special inquisitor whose responsibility it is to make your own product even better. What the fuck are you talking about?
Did you research this? Did you check out your packaging there? Versus trying to tear down my business and my livelihood.
Allie then has the whole world who loves pink sauce against her by pretty much only saying that there's learning on both parts. And this is a perfect moment for the host to interject and elucidate his level of stupidity by saying, actually only on your part. I'm really stupid.
I think this is a moment of reflection.
Absolutely, and I think it's a moment of learning on both parts.
I think the learning is more on your part.
Yes.
Okay.
And that's being real. And this is being real here.
Who is this guy? Fucking Pink Lady's boyfriend? What the hell's going on here? My friend Atozi actually reached out to the woman Allie and says since she was harassed on the stupid talk show, he would give her a platform to speak. He asked her if she actually sent in the lab results, and she says yeah, and says that her hands were clean, and the only thing wrong with the bottle was that the expiration date was not correct. So the product had expired and the date was not true on the packaging.
That's something that I can speak about, is that the expiration date obviously wasn't correct because it said a month from when I got it, and it had originally shipped, I think the 15th of July is when it shipped, and I didn't get it till maybe the 22nd.
This showed that she was not defaming any product or anyone. She could legally say that the product was fucked up and that she had lab results to prove it. So Chef Pie's statement that Allie fabricated the whole thing is completely invalidated, because if she did, then she could be sued for defamation, whatever. But no, she has lab results confirming what she said. She can't be touched. She's in the right. She's telling the truth. Also, this dork Karamo decided to defend himself on Twitter. Thank you, but one of my favorite things to see is people who are hating on me still sharing and promoting clips of me helping people on my show to do their hating. See, God will even have your haters doing the work to promote you when you're waking in on your purpose. Never be bothered by haters. What? What did you just say, Karamo? I don't know what the fuck any of that means, to be honest. By the way, this dude eventually apologized to Allie, which is hilarious. He only apologized after the hate kept on cracking down. It's pretty fucking funny.
I am sorry, just point blank period, that I gaslit you.
But also backhandedly celebrated Pink Sauce Lady making it to Walmart. I just don't, it's just so dumb, dude.
Pink Sauce is in Walmart, girl!
It is at this point, by the way, where things really start to go wrong for Pink Sauce Lady. She started a GoFundMe and attacked Dave's Gourmet. Pink Sauce Lady went broke. All right. And she launched a GoFundMe to save herself from the situation that she had gotten herself into. She's asking for $100,000. And by the way, it's been up for a while and she's raised $25,000, which is honestly a lot. Surprising amount. In the details of the fundraiser, she makes a ton of accusations against Dave's Gourmet. She accuses them of trying to take everything from her. She says they've lied to her. She said Dave's Gourmet isn't paying her. They won't reimburse her for marketing expenses. She says she's being silenced and financially sabotaged. And also on top of all this victimhood and lack of taking responsibility for a single action, she mentions she's a single mom raising 2 young men. She can't afford to put food on the table. Her mom's on disability. Just, you know, how many more little victim points can you attribute to your situation and story to get people to care, to give you money? However many there is possible to get in the Pink Sauce Lady's situation is how many she did. She's facing eviction and the sheriffs will be there any day now. I don't think people care too much about the Pink Sauce Lady at this point, or she'd have her $100,000 goal met. Kyrie Irving gave her $25,000 or $24,000 out of the 25. So she got a sugar daddy, I think. She's a bit shit out of luck. It's hard not to feel bad a little bit, but also I don't really fucking care. You made your bed, sleep in it. That's what I do. I gave all my money to a guy from Discord. So, how is it possible that you can just say a bunch of defamatory shit about a company like Dave's Gourmet and expect them not to respond? Well, you would only think that would potentially happen if you were an idiot with pink hair. Dave's Gourmet has in fact responded, and in all of his gourmet patience, he has had enough. Dave's Gourmet showed screenshots of bank statements to Business Insider showing that they paid Chef P $120,000 over the course of a year. August 8th, 2022 to August 17th, 2023. $120,000 is a lot of money. That's $20,000 more than what she's asking for her GoFundMe, and invalidates one of her main points, and that Dave's Gourmet never paid her. Now, she responded to Dave's Gourmet. Pink Lady uploaded a 9-minute video defending herself against Dave's Gourmet. Oh, what? There's more? She starts off by saying she knows everyone has been asking where she's been.
So I know y'all wondering, like, where the hell is she? What does she have going on? Is she homeless? What's going on with my contract? I know I've been quiet for a minute.
She says she's been taking a sabbatical to get her mind off of things and get her life stabilized.
But I've literally been taking a sabbatical just to get my mind together.
That is not the proper usage of the word sabbatical. From what I know about the word sabbatical, I think it's an actual real thing. It's not like just a break, taking a bit of a break. I don't know. It seems strange. Somehow I doubt she's been granted leave by a university teacher or is taking a leave for study. It's most likely she's just been pouting. Either that or hanging out with Kyrie Irving. She then gets to the crux of the situation and mentions the $120,000 paid to her by Dave's Gourmet.
It wasn't an upfront payment of $120,000.
She says the payments were partial. They were broken up. She also says that all the payments would have to go to Airbnbs and hotels because she was homeless.
They were partial payments, and then also a huge chunk of that money went towards me paying for Airbnb and paying for hotels because, mind y'all, I was homeless for 6 months.
You couldn't rent a place for $120,000 a year? That, you do know that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. That's $10,000 a month. That's a lot of money. That's more than most people make. And chances are you didn't have taxes taken out of it. Let's be real. This is one of the dumbest things I think I've ever heard anyone say. And that's saying a lot coming from Chef PP. She's invalidating the value of the money that was paid to her because she used it on bills. And that was Airbnb and hotel because she was homeless. What? I'm sure a lot of homeless people would love $120,000 in a year. Called just being an adult, I think. Maybe spend less money on your fucking goofy ass hair. At 2 minutes and 20 seconds in the video, she addresses people speculating that she had body work done.
People speculating about me getting my body done. Me getting my body done would not make me broke. And this ass came from Eunice.
I don't even know where the fuck that came from. She's self-reporting, I think, here. I'm not sure. She then talks about royalties from Dave's Gourmet and says that they're supposed to write her a check before any expenses are considered.
Also, going back to my royalty, a lot of people like speculating or putting their input in. My royalty is supposed to be paid to me before any expenses. Before any expenses, I'm supposed to be cut my check.
I don't know if that's how that works either, guys. I mean, I'd like to see her contract, to be honest. That just doesn't seem like a very standard business proposition. She says also that this has been going on since January and she has proof, but doesn't show it, so...
We've been going through this since January. We've been going through this since January. So I literally have proof as to how the royalty was collected when I received my royalty for Q1.
She likes to say she has proof. It's like a theme of one of the things that she does. She says, I've got proof of this. I've got texts, I've got receipts, but guess what? I'm not gonna be showing you anything. Okay?
It's like, long story short, these people defrauded me. So I would have to sue them for fraud because it's not only the calculation of the royalty, but it's everything else that is deteriorating my business and my brand.
And I believe this is slanderous in my own opinion, and I think Dave's Gourmet should sue her because that would be another video we could make. She says she's going to be suing Dave for fraud. She also says that the brand suffered due to their inability to market and that relied completely on her. I think that's probably the business proposition from the very beginning, is that she was supposed to be the one doing the marketing and they were the ones, you know, making the product. You know that part about having a brand is the product? I think she just assumed she was going to be the CEO and not have to do any work at all and just collect checks. Because like that's not how business works, generally speaking. She then goes on to essentially equate Dave's Gourmet to Don King, saying that they just handed her an ambiguous piece of paper and manipulate words and get what they want.
Because what these people did to me was gave me an ambiguous piece of paper that you don't know if you turning left or you turning right, and they're just manipulating words, and it does not work like that.
Like fucking Don King giving that boxer back in the 80s a blank contract because he ruined his life and prevented him from fighting. It's Don King. It's a bit of a, a bit of a rabbit hole. Seems like to me she just didn't read the contract before signing it, which is awesome. I really like that when that happens. Just sign it away, whatever. Generally, you have to read a contract and then you have to have your lawyer go over the contract and then you kind of come to terms that are best suited for both parties. That's usually how it works, but seems like Dave's Gourmet just handed her an ambiguous piece of paper and manipulated her to get what they wanted. What the fuck are you talking about? She claims that she feels like she's free from prison.
I just feel like I'm free from prison.
I don't fucking know what that means. And guys, this is the end of the Pink Sauce response video. And as you can imagine, reception was poor. Very, 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 very poor. People really like to mention the fact that she avoids accountability at all costs and has no innate ability to take responsibility for anything that has ever happened to her ever, especially things that are in regard to pink sauce. I like this one about a lot. Expensive wig? Yes. Nails done? Yes. Eyelashes done? Yes. Makeup done? Yes. Eyebrows done? Yes. Kids fed? No. Accountability? No. Honestly, honesty? No. That's pretty funny. So now, Dave's Gourmet responded again! And they completely fucking exposed her in every way. Fundamentally, from the ground up. It's over, dude. It's over. Dave originally posted their response on their website. It has now been deleted. They offered some further details regarding their relationship with Veronica. The statement gave us a more concise look as to what exactly went on between the finances being given from Dave to PP. She got paid 45 grand up front. That's a pretty big chunk of change. And Veronica, at the time of signing, was responsible for honoring all refunds due to product that had been created before their signing together. But then it was discovered that Veronica did not have the funds to honor the refunds, and another $30,000 was given to her to help cover all of that, even though it wasn't their responsibility at all. They were being good. It's called acting in good faith. When you have a business partner, you are supposed to act in good faith with that business partner. They probably just wanted to restore some kind of consumer faith in the brand that they had just invested in after the massive fiasco that just was underway over the last couple months. Rotten pink sauce. Gross pink sauce. Stinky pink sauce. Brown pink sauce. Oh. This just makes them look great. They did a lot more than they were obligated to do. They gave her money to handle marketing as well. And she didn't use any of the money to market everything. She just recorded simple videos of her pouring pink sauce on food. Veronica requested $10,000 in marketing expenses to throw herself a birthday party to maybe be featured on TikTok. She also requested that they pay for her dress, $800, and her shoes, $600. Dave's Gourmet would not approve these expenses, suggesting a smaller budget. She got upset and never collaborated with them since. You don't need 10 grand. That's so dumb, dude. You don't need 10 grand for that stupid fucking video. Then Shaw attempted to submit business expenses that were just her personal expenses, like buying 4 pairs of sneakers and personal groceries, and Dave's Gourmet informed her that those were fraudulent things to do. They even said in their little report thing that they exposed her with, Shaw communicated that she had spent the entirety of her previous advances and that she needed another advance to feed her children and to avoid being evicted. Dave sent her 2 advances that totaled $5,000. She somehow spent 10 grand in a month and had no money to pay for her fucking children's food. That is insane. What the fuck is going on? How is this woman so... Maybe her children should be taken away, to be honest. If she doesn't ever have any money to pay them, yet she has money, how the fuck's that work? She even, after talking so much shit and going after Dave's Gourmet, breached contract, violated the agreement multiple times, but Dave decided not to enforce the agreement as to not create a strained relationship because they're acting in good faith. That's so crazy. If I was Dave's Gourmet, I would have a lawyer ready. All right, to be honest. That is unbelievably moral and just completely unnecessary. Dave's a nice guy. It turns out, on top of all this, Dave's Gourmet even offered to pay her attorney fees to go over her contract and make sure that all the payments she's received are in fact correct. But she declined, dude. What the fuck? What a terrible, terrible person. She looks so bad now. She looks terrible. I don't think I've ever seen someone with an ability to squander such an epic opportunity provided by the people by just magically going viral. It's unbelievable, man. And then claim you're broke on a GoFundMe and ask for more money. How brain dead is this woman? It's mind-boggling. Anyways, guys, is Kermit even a frog? Strange.
Immediately, look at this fucking car.